What does it mean to be creative?
When I choose to be a moderator, it's my goal to make the focus on the celebrity and their relationship to the fans.
To think outside the box.
He said, well, you can't be all things to all people or something to that effect. You can't appeal to everybody. And I said, why the hell not?
On Your Cre8tivity podcast, we sit down with artists, filmmakers, comedians, and performers of all genres to ask them 8 simple questions on what makes them tick.
In high school, I thought I was going to go into acting, and then I love my mom, but she was like, you kind of need to get paid. And so journalism, the pursuit of journalism was a way to act and get paid.
And what can we learn from their quest for creativity? It's time for Your Cre8tivity podcast.
Your Cre8tivity is back. Last time we had Kat Palmer, a local photographer, and we filmed at her home. We're on the road again. I am by myself, though. This is Dylan, by the way. We are here at the Blackburn Studios in downtown Salt Lake City with photographer CHRIS BLACKBURN. How are you today?
Doing good.
Good.
Thanks for coming in.
No problem. I saw a post about what are they called? The water... What's the exact term?
What we did today was called the paper negative.
Paper negative.
Yes.
Go into that. Explain what exactly that is.
So a paper negative is using paper that you'd usually enlarge onto in the darkroom. So traditionally, photographers would take a roll film, develop it, and then enlarge it onto a sheet of paper. I'm taking that piece of paper and I'm putting it in my carrier to take a picture on that instead of using film. And then I can develop it just in the normal process of developing any paper with normal paper developer and fixer and whatnot.
Okay. How did you get started in photography? Has it just been a lifelong thing or?
Kind of. So when I was smaller, my mom had a darkroom and she would shoot just for fun. And then in junior high, I would take her camera and buy rolls of film and take pictures of me and my friends. And, they weren't anything special, but I just really liked photography. Through high school, I begged my parents to let me take photography classes, but they're like, it's, too much money or, not a good time. So in college, I finally was able to take some photography classes, and I took 2 years up at Weber State. But most of my stuff is just self-taught.
Okay. So you would say your mother's your inspiration for your getting started in photography? And
yeah, she was an artist in our growing up, so she taught like painting classes, watercolor and oil painting, and my grandpa painted. So, I had a lot of art around me all the time. Photography is just the form of art I kind of gravitated to.
What situations are you most creative in?
The reason why I did this project is because I love one-on-one. So I'm the most creative just working with an individual person. And that's my favorite arena to be in. Okay.
Now, these portraits that I just got done that I'll be posting everywhere, you're doing those through the 21st. Do you want to give some details about that so you can get some people
Sure, yeah. So
in those last few days?
I like a really good challenge. So in my post, I said, come in and we're going to do a close-up and like kind of a headshot and then a bigger one, a full body or a scene. But don't tell me what you're going to do because one of the things I feel that I'm pretty good at is being a chameleon as a photographer. If someone comes in and say, I want to do this, I'm really good at looking at that lighting and the posing or the style of the shoot and mimicking it. So, for instance, a girl came in earlier this week and she says, I want to do an Avedon-inspired shoot. And he's one of my, heroes that I really look to as far as lighting design goes. So I was like, great. And she had a couple image examples of what she wanted to do. And I felt we both felt we were really successful in shooting it. Or I had another person come in and say, I want to do like more of a 1960s glamour kind of a thing. And so we did a 1960s glamour. So no matter what they're coming in with, I do like the challenge of just instantly like someone saying, let's do this. All right. And then hurry and thinking on the fly. What do I need to do to accomplish this? Where am I going to put my lights? What kind of modifiers? And yada yada, setting it up and then delivering it. And it's been a good challenge, a fun challenge. It's like I guess a speed challenge.
Yeah, because you've been really busy some mornings, some days, haven't you?
Yeah, the last 2 days, I had people back to back, and I didn't stop shooting until 4:00 yesterday, actually, because a few people showed up at the end. So I'm more than happy to shoot. So
Now, you photographed, is that a word? Photographed a few of my friends. Shane Smith came in as part of this. What kind of thing did he come in with for his?
So his was funny. He's like, he walked in and he just had a towel and he's like, we're just doing this. I'm like, all right. And I already had an idea of what I wanted that to look like. Right when I saw the towel, I'm like, okay, we're going to go all white, hard shadowing on one side.
Yeah.
And that'll look awesome. And then the other one, he was just like, I don't know what I want to do for my headshot. I'm like, let's keep in the theme of, your whites so they kind of echo each other. And we were setting them up, and then he did something kind of really casual, which a lot of people do, and they don't know how great that looks in a photo. Yeah. And so he was rubbing his face a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that's it. Just leave your hand up right there. And we set up the shot right there for keeping his hand in the image with it. Because normally I usually don't like doing Napoleon Dynamite on people, or that type of a thing, or I don't like hands in it. But for that one image, it worked, and I still keep on going back to. I know I just shot it the other day, but I keep on looking at that image because I like it so much because it is so much of him.
Yeah,
and that's the other fun thing about this project is finding all the little quirks that people do, and picking up on them and have them accentuate them, because. Those little things that people do are the things that make them who they are, even in a real life situation, like brushing their hair a certain way, or like rolling their eyes, or anything like that. That's something that they do and who they are. And if you can capture that essence in a photo, then in my opinion, you've done your job.
And as a comedian, he's very boisterous. Yeah. All right. Well, unless there's anything else you have to add, that's all.
No,
I really had.
Thanks for coming in, and look forward to hearing this online.